So what's the UK abrochi memuha? Na when your car akwenshie bi enyo fo. Anase adokita fo ahwe wa wan hwe yi. Right claim betumi aboa wa ma wagisi kan pimpin bebre. Ya wo UK a lawyer fo etitru anase ekuku damfo a betumi aboa wo afonko ama. Kosi se we sika no beba. Eno ani se wo be ko www.rightclaims.co.uk. Na wa fill wo form. Wo betumi afre yen wo number ya ewu figure ase. Say a cancel of flight. Anase when your flight delay for over shrimmiensa. May trek 3 hours. Enko bebia. Right claims betumi aboa ma ahanso wagisika. Right claims. It's as simple as that.
Green Select Glucometer from Costless Ventures. Safidi kitwaya etimimpo show botomi eboa ma uhunu sugar level abribia. Wana wo diabetes anayarea hodwa emma sugar level. Esote wo brano no. Safidi ebe bo nkaye baby bia wo bia no wada won so akohu doctor ntem. Na wo dry betimi ma blood sugar no aye pepepe. With Green Select blood glucose monitoring system, you get your test results in 5 seconds. And you 5 seconds per now results are ready. And it's suitable for persons of all age. Na ne boa so de at the form of Call Costless Ventures now on 0205-915-315. Green Select Glucometer, the best. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Okay, so the action on radio is what I give to you anytime you see me sitting like this here on Sammy Flex TV. And because I know sometimes you are so busy during the day, you don't even get time to listen to what we do on radio, I have introduced this particular segment called the highlights of Showbiz Agenda. Here what I do is whatever we did on Zylofon 102.1 FM on a special program called Showbiz Agenda, I give you all the highlights. I know you might not have time to listen to all the 3-hour program, so what I do is I come down, call my team, and we say that people would want to hear this, they want to see this, we piece them together for you to enjoy. It is called the highlights of Showbiz Agenda. So today's episode is going to give you one of such, taken from Zylofon FM's Showbiz Agenda. All that you have to do is to sit, relax, enjoy, and still get the moment just as it was live on radio. I did this with my team led by Digital Rasta Currency, Richie Flex, Lapiji, Nana Reagan, and Team Dodo Solomon, aka Chamo, and MC Berima as well. Now you have to relax, and anytime you want to know what is happening on Zylofon FM, this is what you have to do. Subscribe to this channel, Sammy Flex TV, get all the updates, and even if you're not able to listen to what we do on radio, you get a chance to watch it here on Sammy Flex TV later. Enjoy the moment, and you can always share your comments with us here on the show. Enjoy, and let's do more. We're out.
The doctor is finally on his seat. Doc, welcome to our studio.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, we were solving a problem. The reason we've kept so long.
No problem.
We were solving a huge problem.
No problem.
But I'm sure we've gotten somewhere. So thanks be to God. Now we can move on and do our thing. But it's been long though. I'm sure doctor has been so busy in the hospital attending to patients here and there, including COVID patients.
Yeah, some of them have turned out to be COVID patients.
How is the cases like? How are the COVID cases like now? You are in the hospital, so I'm sure you can even tell us more.
Well, I mean, we are still having cases that are being diagnosed. You see patients who you have suspicions that maybe COVID, it may be COVID, and you send to the lab, and it comes out as positive. You know, we are having a lot of positive cases, but I must say that what I am noticing, or let me say my observation, is that I mean, with all respect to those who have departed, I mean, we are not having as many deaths as
the West recorded,
and I don't know why. And I think this is something that, I mean, Africa, man, we should have by now started trying to figure out, because if it's a factor that, I mean, we can control. I mean, maybe it's some food we are eating, or something in our cultural society or cultural setting that we are practicing, which is making us survive and not get so many deaths. This is something we should be looking into and actually sharing. If we are able to identify what the factor is, I mean, we could share with the world, you know what I mean? And we don't always have to be at the receiving end of
everything
aid and everything. They prepare the vaccines and bring them, we take and we inject. Maybe we have something inside us. Maybe we've developed some immunoglobulins or something inside us, or something or some antibodies, you know, which we can harvest and share with the rest of the world too as well. So yeah, man, I mean, I hope our scientists.
So this understanding that it could be our weather. No, some people talk about our weather being our savior. I don't know if that is also true. Or
that one, I don't know, but
you can't be so sure,
because I know that there are some countries where the temperature hot parts
they high past 3.
You know, some of the Asian countries they have very hot temperatures, but they
are still dying.
Yeah, you know, it happens to them. You know, I don't know what Brazil's temperature is like and their weather patterns are like, but Brazil is having a very rough time now, you know. So yeah, man, let's remember them in our prayers, and you know.
I see. Because you have been so busy, do you get time to even go to the studio, record and write? Because I know, like, all the hospitals became very busy for the past month. Yeah. Do you still get time to go to the studio to write?
Just yesterday I was asked the same question, but you know, to just summarize it, man, I think the Bible summarizes it very, very nicely for us. That there's a time to mourn, you know, and there's a time to be happy. You know? There's a time to be born and a time to die. There's a time for healing, and there's a time also for singing. So everything in its time, you know, is made perfect. That
I see. And I also know one of the things you do to free your mind is to perform. And I know for the past 1 year and some months, you've not performed vigorously on any platform. Does it maybe put some stress on you?
Oh yeah, I mean, we all miss stage, you know, because I like to perform live.
I know.
You know? I'm not a fan of miming and you know,
sitting down to just sing.
You know,
I
like live.
Different energy on the stage.
You know. So it's taking something away from us, but I think as musicians we just have to be creative, you know, in this setting. So I did say a lot of my brothers and colleagues in the industry are coming out with virtual concerts and I mean, the crowd is not there, but you can still get the energy from within, you know, and it's something that we are looking at exploring. But me personally too, I've started trying to learn some programming, you know, some production as well.
Okay.
So like you just played a song, fantastic. I mean, that song I virtually programmed myself, you know.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean, the feedback I had was that people like the beat. I mean, it did so well as to. I mean, we did a dance skit with some caricatures. We put Akufo-Addo and Mahama on it, and the thing just blew, you know. And we had over 1,300,000 hits.
Wow.
On Facebook. I mean, that's crazy for Facebook, you know. And through that I got verified as well.
Oh, I see. Out of that number,
out of that thing that I programmed myself. So you know, everything is good, you know. COVID has come with a dark cloud, but I think there's a silver lining to everything. So
I see. So looking at your release plans, especially for 2021, how is it like knowing that when you release the songs you are not going to perform, you are even busy in the hospital and all that? How are you managing it with your team?
Okay, so what's happening is that right now there's been a little bit of re-engineering. You know, I just can't forget about Nana Texan and what he meant to us and the drive he gave us. You know, it's unfortunate that he had to leave us. When he left us, God called him, and we know he's in a better place.
Amen.
And but that has forced us now to re-engineer the team I'm working with.
Okay.
Now we have a solid PR guy. We have Flood. That's Flood. He's taking care of PR. And now I have a new road manager, Patrick. I'm sure you've seen him.
Yeah, I haven't. I have been talking to him all the time.
Man, you get dimples. Yeah, man. You know, and some others in the background as well. So we've had some re-engineering now, and I think we're ready to start putting out stuff. So yeah, I mean, we might. What is going to happen this year is we just actually concluded a lot of things that we wanted to do for the year in terms of planning. We will be dropping a lot songs consistently. I mean, basically, as a musician, that is what you have to do: come out with songs. And this year, I think we will still go along with more of the Afrobeats.
Okay.
But towards the middle of the year, we'll be dropping a reggae EP.
Okay.
And now I'm working with some Jamaican producers. I'm also working with some German producers as well. And I know that the EP is going to be wicked. I mean, the reggae EP I'm talking about. But with the Afrobeats, I'm working with Genius Selection. I'm also working with That Beat God.
Okay.
We now have a beautiful relationship and a chemistry that is something else, you know. And I can promise you that, Charlie, this year is going to be a roller coaster for Lante fans. Yeah, you're going to enjoy it.
We are waiting for that.
Yeah.
I also know you have some spaces that you could also be doing these virtual concerts or virtual shows. Knowing your love for live performances, are there plans that maybe every month you also call your people, not for the numbers but for the culture, like some people say?
Yeah. Let's say approximately a month from now, we'll be having a virtual concert, but it's for an in-house kind of thing. It's for our top 100 fans that we've identified.
Wow.
You know, so it's like an exclusive kind of thing. But I think you are all invited.
In fact, even if you don't invite us, we are still coming.
Yeah. I mean, down the year, I mean, we'll have a proper virtual concert where I'm planning on having 2 or 3 guest artists as well passing through. Underground but strong, you know. Yeah, these days I work more with the underground artists, you know, because sometimes I think their love is real, it's more real, you know. Yeah.
But they don't have numbers. Does it not affect promotion?
Yeah, you know.
Yes, the love might be real, but their numbers are always questionable.
When Bob Marley died, right? As for Bob Marley, there is my mentor, so I always look at him. When he died, man, he had been trending for less than 2 years. I mean, he was quite frustrated. He was doing songs which he thought should have been, I mean, it should have cut across and things like that. But to him, he wasn't cutting across that way. You know, he didn't stop what he was doing. He just kept doing what he was doing, kept with the quality. And today, I mean, how many years now? About 50 years or 60 years after the man is gone, he's still picking up awards. His music is everywhere. Now, I mean, the face of Bob Marley is more popular than, I'm sure, some of our religious leaders. You know what I mean? And the influence that he left, I mean, dreadlocks, I mean, they were the pioneers of letting people get to know him or see dreadlocks for the first time. And apart from what we're doing in Africa ourselves. But, I mean, his influence has been major and he just stuck to what it's not a numbers thing. For me, I believe more in legacy, you know, because the thing can blow up whilst you're alive or after you're alive, you know, and I've seen so much of that.
So sometimes you are not in a rush for that.
No. You know, as for fast food there, is very easy to prepare and it tastes nice, but if you chop them 2-3 hours later,
you'll be hungry again.
You understand? Homemade there, they take time.
Yeah, and it's very heavy too.
Put small of this, small of that, and when you serve it, people want to take some home. Some people they put for fridge inside. Years later, you can play them. You know,
okay. I'll be reading something in connection to what you just said about years later you can play them. But I know you also started some Jamaican connection where you started doing some 1 or 2 with them. Has something stopped it because of maybe restrictions in traveling?
No. Actually, I have a song with Jesse Royal. We are contemplating when to drop it. You know, so. Like an already made song. Yeah. I finished it with Jesse Royal. I mean, Jesse Royal is big now. I mean, he's like at the level of Chronics
in Jamaica now.
Yeah, man. I mean, and I still work with the Jamaican producers. Okay. It's just that because I'm a little Afrobeats oriented now. You know, there's a new wave, and you can, as for the world, it's a global place, and for a creative, you don't want to be boxed up in one place. So sometimes when there's a wave, you want to share in the wave. You know what I mean? It's like a global family. or it's like a family. Let's take a family, a household. I mean, if your brother likes something, it's very likely that it will rub off you in some way. If your senior brother likes
sometimes
something.
you even copy it without knowing it.
Exactly. So, I mean, as a creative, I can't help but to be influenced by world trends as far as music is concerned, especially when it's a positive trend. So, I mean, I've been writing Afrobeats, Afropop songs from way back. Then I came into reggae strongly. That was my first love, as I always say.
And you know, so many people also identified the brand with reggae.
Yeah. That happens to a lot of musicians. I mean, and when you want to move on or you want to come out with something different a little bit, it becomes difficult. It's a struggle, but it's music that we are doing. You see, as for music, dear, it's an inspirational thing, and
as and when the feel comes,
you know, if it comes like an Afrobeat feel,
you have to go, or
you get into that flow for some time. I think you should just allow yourself to go into that flow rather than say, oh, I'm a reggae artist, so I'm not going to do any reggae, or I'm a rap artist, so I'm not going to do any other thing apart from rap.
So what it means is that we are killing the roots of reggae in Ghana, because a guy also made the same observation. Why the reggae artist Knii Lante now turn Afrobeat artist and now versatility in Tiana.
That's exactly the point. You know, versatile. There are some people, and when they do one thing, they don't fit change. I should be grateful to God, you know, that I have that gift of being able to
you can turn yourself around
survive
any day,
any genre that I choose to go into. Of course, I've never done rap. I don't think I'm a rapper or a hip hop artist. You know, but like I was telling you the history, you know, I started with Afropop first, you know, when I did Bono and When You Love Someone, Mama and all those songs, and I featured Trig and all them guys. It wasn't really reggae.
They are all typical Afrobeat songs.
I came into the reggae, but even on the reggae album there was still Baby Take Good Care, which is not a typical reggae song, and that was probably the biggest song from that album. You know, so it doesn't help to just box myself up into reggae. I've learned not to do that, you know. So I'm just going with the flow. Like I'm telling you, I mean, we dropped Fantastic and
everyone is talking about it.
I mean, we've got verification and, you know, everything.
The numbers are looking good.
Everything they do, yes.
Now, there is an observation online that I want to read to you.
Okay.
Oh, you see me turn here, but you don't see what I read. Yeah, we have a large screen in the studio. Namwan has given us a large screen in the studio that we read our messages from. One Kelvin Mens, I want to believe he's a fan. That's why I'm reading this. Because he said, Sammy, I hope you can read this to Dr. Knii Lante for me. And he added that I'm going to be brutally honest about his music. He's a fantastic artist, but he needs someone to help him with his writing. It is very clear he has good ideas on what he wants to sing about, but the words he uses in his songs do not come out melodically. I would advise he collaborate with songwriters when he has ideas on songs. If not, he will always be remembered as an artist who sings cover songs. We love him regardless.
Yeah, man. I mean, advice taken. I'm working currently with a lot of songwriters, but I can tell you that I've written far more songs myself than a lot of these new artists that are around. I mean, if you start with my catalog and you start from you know, I mean, this is not something even to be debated. I mean, in terms of songwriting, I mean, I've helped people write as well. I've written with Michael Jamna. I wrote with Black Rasta. I mean, I've written songs that have won Ghana Music Awards on my own, you know. So this is not a point that is to be debated. I think that I write quite well.
Okay.
But I know that when I write with other songwriters, it will even get better. So that's what I plan to do this time, you know, to bring even more versatility. You see, as I mature in the game, man, I become less ego-centric and I become more music-centric. You know what I mean? So I'm doing the music for the love of the music now. I won't say that because I have to bring maybe a chimney crane in and he's coming to add something on the song. At the end of the day, silly questions are asked like, oh, Chimney Crane even perform better than you on the song and things. And that's not the aim. We are building a house. You know, you might build the foundation. People won't see it. Chimney Crane might do the roof and everybody will see it. But that doesn't mean the foundation is not important. It all goes into making of the house. You understand? So I'm not shying away from bringing on other artists or any other songwriters. In fact, it makes it better. You see, Ghanaians, the observation he's made is very important.
Okay.
Ghanaians, will be some way, be like the music, we don't still understand the industry very well.
How do you mean?
If you look internationally, even Taurus Riley, look at his albums. Sometimes when you take one song, the number of songwriters, let's not go far. Joe Boy, look at his current album. I mean, you can have a song, one song, five songwriters. He's not even part of the songwriting. You understand? But if you do that in Ghana here, then all sorts of questions are asked, like because we don't understand the thing. It's an industry. We have songwriters, we have producers, we have melody writers, we have those who are, there are some people who are just lyricists. They only write words.
Exactly.
They can't put any melody to the word. You know, so he needs someone to sit with, and then they craft a beautiful song, and guess what, the two of them all can't sing. So what do?
They give it to
a publishing company. It goes to some big artist. Drake releases it, and then the song is big. Who cares about whether Drake wrote it or Drake didn't write it? The song is big. Go and chase Davido. See what Davido is doing right now. I mean,
recently I interviewed one of the guys.
Have time to write
I interviewed one of the guys who has been contributing to his compositions.
So what's his name? Kelvin.
Kelvin Mens.
You're on track. I mean, that one there we go do. You know, because last time there was a small debate about Ghana and Grammys and all that and all that. I think when you see people doing things and they are becoming successful, if you look at what did they do and copy the right thing, the good thing that they do, copy them, the bad one, drop them. But look at the secrets, what they are employing, and try as much as possible to borrow from that. And I sure say we go fit.
I see. Now the good thing is we have a new one, so we are still going to monitor what Kelvin Mens said, which is called the Gongon.
Yeah, but Gongon is a song that I wrote solely, but currently I'm working in the studio with about 5 different songwriters. So it's like the guy is a prophet, you know what I
mean? So how many contributors do we have in terms of composition on this particular one, Gongon?
Probably me and Coded.
Oh, okay.
Coded hyped the song and he brought on some melodies. But what he sang, I can't even write the lyrics down. It be feel, it be vibe. You understand? Yeah. So he brought some very nice feel and hyped the song up. Wow. You know. So.
And did you also program this?
In the initial programming I did myself.
Okay. You started the process.
Yes, I got about halfway through, and engineer selection came, and then put the sweetness to it.
I see. So far, what has been the response for the new one, Gongon?
Well, I mean, first of all, from in-house or close friends and people around, everybody who hears it just loves the song. Friend DJs, they love it as well. I mean, now I've been having videos of DJs playing it from countries that are not even in Ghana. You understand? So it's catching on. I had some feedback from some Jamaicans too. Very, very interesting. They really love the song. Everybody is like, we love it, we love it, we love it, we love it. So now it's the promotion. So that is why we are here.
I know very well. Now you also have this kind of songs where it can get to every country. How about your distribution, your plugs? How strong are they?
Yeah, that's a major problem we've had, you know, and it was worsened when Nana went, you know. But like I'm saying, we've put up a new team, and I'm grateful to say that Sammy Flex too has helped us a great deal in re-engineering this whole thing, you know. And we have other people who I'm not mentioning, but they've all come on as far as influencers and distributors are concerned. Currently, I work a lot with TuneCore. I've done some work with Dito. Basically, those are the ones, and MVP, of course. So they are the ones that I'll be
because I know your songs are not limited to the Ghana kind of space. Everywhere it goes, someone would love a bit in some way.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm an independent artist, you know. So anytime you hear of any opportunity,
Oh, but the people think you are a doctor. Like the medical doctor doesn't need any label again because he's raking in all the cash from the from that part of town. So what else? Who is this label boss coming to lord over him? Today you can't go to the hospital. You have to go to the studio.
Yeah, man. You know, so Charlie. I mean, we're open to discussions and opportunities and more links and more connects. I mean,
nice.
That one there, even Coca-Cola is still advertising and trying to find more links.
You're right.
How much more do you like?
You're right. It's now too clear to me why the DJs are even playing it without Dr. Knii Lante's knowledge. Yeah, this is DJ's favorite song. It will surely fit into their playlist without troubles. And now Kelvin Mans is always down for this. Says this is a jam. I love it. Versatility at play here. Adding this to all my playlists. This is fire. And again, he talked about being a big fan. And according to him, he first heard Dr. Knii Lante's song on a local radio station in Cambridge, driving around there about 4 years ago. And he says he's been following all his releases since then. Big, massive respect to him. Okay, Adam, gong.
Well, indeed, it's a gong.
Sexy gong.
Well, gong, wherever they play it, it will attract your attention, and you need to wait for what is coming. And indeed, the song clearly defines what gong means. As soon as you hear the first, beat hit, you want to wait for what is coming. And
the beat is very clean too.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Chameleon even talked about it. He said, big up Knii Lante, the gun vibe fire. Clean and clear. Sound very clean and clear. Yeah.
Sure, and when you have coded on a song, he will not make it dull. He will bring his thing on and
some fire on it all the time.
And I would have been surprised if Doc would allow himself to be boxed, because doctors, even if you have this sickness, they prescribe a certain medicine for you. It's not happening. They change it, And I've been interviewing him. I've done stories for him for time. Back in the days, I've been to his hospital to interview him.
Wow! Did he give you an injection?
Oh no! Okay. You see, I see that he always tries to find the antidote to get the spark, and he doesn't stay at one place.
Okay.
He tries to find the right things to do, and the song you can easily go along with. It has the right hooks, that gongo and olololo, like you can easily.
It's actually a modern trend.
Yeah, and how the beat bounces, it's what you love to, take some liquid.
Right, so this we can play it. You like to take what?
Liquid and jam with, vibe with. You see, when you did the pub inside.
He's a doctor. He doesn't encourage liquid taking.
I'm sending this to DJ Ninja right away at Bayview Village.
To get this song
it's a jam.
For more liquid.
It's a jam.
Kobe, to us, mommy.
But not liquid, man. I'm okay.
Wavy, vitamin C.
Okay.
Yeah, vitamin C. Yeah.
And they say veteran approved by the FDA.
Veteran approved by the FDA.
Brasame, me Makai, the late Willie Roy, may so rest in peace. And you say, I'm just imagining what his feedback and comment on it would be. Because we take some pentatonic
pentatonic feeling.
Pentatonic.
Yeah, I do.
Brasame, the Dr. Knii. Come back and Lante Vanda boy.
I know they never work by one can you cry.
I've followed him for a while. I think I had a classmate who used to work with him on videos, Stanley Ajete.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Years ago, in school. Looking at how far he's come. And you to a spiritual, a flower to me.
That's what I've heard.
And Doctor Muapa. Doctor the Rasta found Doctor the Enyum to a found. You can send
Panya, Panya Ninruya,
Bobo Bonko phone Ronia, but Enyum to and he has something to show for it. On a mission, and yes, on your Utienuma, on Casse,
he's struggling to do it.
With Jai. doctor Jumana now they are to baby now we are way.
It carries weight.
His production quality. Production
very heavy
quality.
song.
And I think that he has a lot to offer. If you listen to him and I'm what he just played, I'm just listening and imagining how if he gets the kind of support or the kind of push, he's able to give the music the kind of push it needs. This is world, it's a world hit on and so in as much as he works on the content, I think that you should devise, maybe try something new in terms of distribution and promotion. Let's see.
But in Ghana, our space is such that sometimes you have to do promotion in some dirty ways, and look at him, his brand, he cannot go the dirty way to do any promotion because he cannot be dirty and then papa when you say why I say no big name about me panel, you might not even allow that.
And I think so. Sometimes I always tell artists that sometimes it is not only when you have a new song out must we hear or see you. Sometimes the best part to promote your brand is when you don't have a new release. Sometimes so that time now on for man now on Kwauche studio so that time now that follow period it give us. Don't forget, we are not just sitting waiting for your next song. We are other people are releasing, we are listening to other people, we are hearing other people. There are people in this country who have become stars because of things they did which was not even the major song. And in the process, so Obi is a family, or the baby boy video be any other thing and these things happen. Sometimes freestyle covers that are well done, put out there. So that period now, the studio now can say I'm working. We don't know you are working. It is the result that will tell us that you were working. So we will only know you were, but that you were there we don't know. Say artist be on one say $1 million fan you for be into you knew whether he's working, but I don't for okay all this while he was working or it is that period now mujamaya and sometimes it's like way too long. So by the time you come back it's like you're coming to start from square one to do promo, go on radio to radio. But whilst you're in the studio you are even prepping us that something is coming, I'm working, or we're seeing some images, even if it's a content, even if it is not music and it's medical, even if it's a medical content. Let's know you. At this stage he's busy in the hospital. Yes, or the content be by medical, if you are in the entertainment industry, music person, take stress serious, mental, like in simple can be. You stay like my auntie, you who say, I don't know your background. You face now, and I say because sometimes and but you don't know who.
That's true. So many people.
Thank you. And these are the ways that you can register your brand in the minds of the people, even without your music.
Great input there. Great. Thanks, Kofi Asamoah. Great rapper for us. Then we run away from the studio.
As an artist, make I say, it's an honor and I have much respect for this man because ever since Oba game with my or more can I say I've been following him. I say 2 months or 3 months ago I was watching some video of him on Facebook. He was really talking about the industry and I felt like I have never seen him do this. Me who say Casano and comments in the crumple and beside ready it was good. Intimate Sesania Kufika and me feel say some more no better than come no coming out more because in same way yenya beka but maybe a senior you be putting on. So when you are also in a better position to also really put it
talk
well
about
out
it
there yes you retweet and I say yes you share because it speaks for us and I just wish him all the best and me person man who say Bibi and say he's doing good and I respect where he's coming from and where he's coming from will also be recognized.
Thank you so much, Doc. I'm sure now you've heard it from your own people. Yeah, the movers and shakers. How do we wrap up?
Thank you so much, Asamoah, Edem. It's a great. Thank you so much. The advice is taken. Thank you. Yeah, you know, so the video is out, you know, Gong, the video is out. We released it on Facebook.
Okay.
As a sign of respect.
You released the video on Facebook?
Yes,
before YouTube.
We shared that. You know, as you know, we you know, as Africans, we know how to give respect, you know, and when Facebook verified us, we told them that this one there we will release it exclusively on their platform first. So we've done that. So if you go to Facebook and you go to Lante, KNIILANTE, my page, the video is there. And then also, one thing about the video, one interesting thing about the video, it starts with some Game Boys. So you know, the normal thing, and then you know the girl appears. You have to just see it, and it's a video that, you know, people think it's only slim people who are sexy. You know what I mean? But Charlie, we have some fat boys representing Jamestown boys. You know, you foresee them, you know,
showing sexiness.
Big fat guys, but they dance. They dance. You know. Then, and I think you should just check out what they're doing.
I'm going to watch it right now. I'm going to watch it right now.
Of course, today is 420. I don't know if you know about 420.
We've talked about it this morning. As a matter of fact, I didn't know. I only saw it in the trend. What is 420 trending today?
And Bob Marley's head is there incidentally. Bob Marley's head is in the video. So make you go there, you go see the connection.
I see. Man. So Doctor is part of the trends, huh?
Yeah. medical my own.
I know, right?
You know, so yeah, I mean, you can, and it will be out soon also on YouTube, but Facebook is where the action is right now. So Charlie, I'll encourage everyone, and I'd like to make a few shout outs to some.
Sure, let's do it.
Kenya B, Teddy, you know, Kwame, and then KK on Wheels, you know, and then Mr. Mensah.
Okay.
Kelvin Mensah, you know, for all the beautiful comments and encouragement.
Thanks for remembering him.
The direction. Sometimes you need a whip behind you too.
We all need it.
Thank all the pundits here for, you know, making me know that maybe I will be more active and
nice one.
It's gonna happen.
Nice
you know, the team has been reconstituted, so it's gonna happen.
We are going to push this.
Yeah,
DJ Sticker, when he endorses a song, I know how he does it. He plays it when you are not even aware. So I'm telling you that DJ Sticker has loved it. He's confirmed this song, and it will be on his playlist.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Doc.